Shalom. First and foremost, when you all praise to Bo, Yehovah, Bashem, Yoshai, Bashem, Kakadash. Kalam Leha, Bashem, Yoshai, Bashem, Kakadash. That's the nation Hebrew saying all praise to Yahweh in the name of Yoshai, in the name of the Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, for the world, in only called Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in Hebrew is Yahushai, for the world, in only called Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to the brothers and are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth while believing this gospel. Shalom. Brothers are from Camp James, Jamaica, and this lesson, I'm not exactly sure I'm going to title it, but it's more in regards to, exaltation. We speak a lot about the destruction that's coming, but also, time to time we're touching on the expectation, from our boy Yahweh Shem Shai for basically deliverance, and protection during the time of those calamities. Just want to get this real quick. So on the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 4 and 18 says, "Wherefore comfort one another with these words." Right, so we bring these scriptures as well as a form of comforting, unto the hopeful like if we trust in these words. Right, and this is Jeremiah 17 and verse 7. It says, "Blessed is the man that trusted in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit." And that's those who trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. Is Isaiah. Let me see him. Jeremiah. Okay. Leave it early. Try Isaiah. Still mark them in perfect peace. Alright, so can I do a quick search sheet? This is Isaiah 26 verse 3. It says, "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusted in thee." And one of the way Yahweh Shem Shai will keep us in peace, because at the end of the day there'll be chaos all around. Last when we get this one done there quick. Psalms 91. And there will be hell. Right, as Mr. says, bring us through the fire. Right? So we're gonna witness a lot of the shit. But will keep us stable. I'm gonna stay down there real quick because we already in Isaiah as well. Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." So the wisdom and knowledge we will have in the scriptures, that will be what stability, go back to what you fear. We'll have or trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai. It's just a who's basically word is like an anchor. Let's get that. Cause you were just watching the elder brother video. Say that one, entitled Exciting Time to Be Alive, become superhuman or get left behind. Neil Brain Ship, And it says millions of Chinese line up to become cyborgs, yo. I hope about the brain chip. And this is exciting news. So most of these things here, right? For example, even World War III, when we see the news, I assume there shall be wars and rumors of wars being not troubled. We happy because we know, we trust in the words of Yoruba Shimei Shai. The common person say, oh, there's going to be destruction and famine and we now can't finish building house and all that. We are not affected by that. We know a house a plan for build, yeah. And even if like physically build a house, yeah. But man is not on that. But man is the kingdom as written for here. We have no continuing place, but we seek one to continue city, sorry. But we seek one to come. Because we know this current setup here is not the end of much glory to it abide. Right? So when we see this fall, we look forward for what is written. We according to his promise. Look for new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because we know, according to prophecy, said this after fall, when we see it collapsing here, we just hope to be a part of those who basically being saved. And that's a part of what keep us stable as well. Hey, been speaking about the destruction. The Bible been prophesied of the destruction. So now we see that come to pass that's supposed to build our faith even more. Alright. Let's get this real quick. Hebrews 6 and start at 18. It says that by two immutable things in which it was impossible for God to lie, we might have a strong consolation, who have fled for refuge to lay hold upon the hope set before us. So he said, we have fled. You see, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are saved, because we see this world don't mean shit. This world is written, them that build the most upon the rock versus them that build the house upon the sand. Recognize that nothing here continues, nothing here is everlasting. You just hear news of a potential person, this could came together where he basically apparently woman cheat, kill a girl, kill himself. That's typical nowadays. Right, but in the world to come that we look forward for, them things are not gonna happen. Again, a world we're in the righteousness, no adultery. So to see these collapse, where they want to be here, because certain things happen right now, like with gas prices increase, that increase, like fear or everything in general, we are affected by it. We are in Egypt, we literally live at home. We are affected by it, but we don't really make that bad away. There's an idea, this is not our rest. We're just sojourning. Right. Verse 19, it says, which hope we have as an hunger of the soul, both sure and steadfast, and which enter into that within the veil. So the hope we have what? It's like an hunger of the soul. It's like keep it firm. Right? The hope, the belief, the faith, keep us firm. The faith that we have in Yahweh Shemel Shai. So it's written, run on to and fro, carried about with every wind and doctrine, and also every sleight of hand by Esau, just to the day with the sleight of hands, him trick the whole world. The whole world will receive, them serpent. Some say the whole world, other people, majority, receive them serpent juice. Some dead, some still compromised, some bugged out, some still carrying on thinking that they did a good thing. Right, but for us, right, we, the most about the faith upon us, know that, hey, don't go down this road. We held that faith, and here we are today. So we're not really afraid of whatever the so-called white man want to put out there and want to say. let's get this real quick. Believe it's Timothy. Let's see. Okay. It's actually Second Timothy 1 verse 7. It says, "For God had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." So we were given the fear of the world, as also in Isaiah stated. Um, Isaiah 8 and start at 11. It says, "For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people, saying, Say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say a confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid." So the common man afraid of what here really fears with. For the most part, and though Jake might run off them out, they're afraid of the white man. For them still suffer from Stockholm syndrome. And that's why I always hear them talk about to save the white man. But Gentiles can be saved, only the white man really. Right? The Edomite, the devil that the Bible speaks of. We, none of the day of when come out the fear run out, is the most I get everything. Right? So when Crown Royal they are growing, other people run to take it, the serpent juice, and elect, us hopefully like you out there, they give a crap. And he's like, he starts saying COVID, we'll take our chances. Right? Versus the common persons, yeah. Because you say what? When you're supposed to be afraid. Right? When you're afraid of CDC or the World Health Organization and you might get locked up on you. Alright. She but tell us that in these last days some of these things are going to happen. Right? So if I lock up, I lock up. If I dirt, I dirt. This is Revelation 2 verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and he shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life." So, yeah, train or throw in a prison, lock up how take place. Which was what? Be faithful unto death. So don't ever put in a prison and they are you walk one, this is treason, this is executable by punishable by death and whatever, firing squad or guillotine, having the mindset that hey, as it's written, in Matthew, for God for that, then laws will so be it. We're supposed to fear what man can do unto us. First thing first, as I wish I would say. I can't nothing unless it been basically authorized from the Most High. This is Matthew 10 verse 28. It says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." So yeah, them can only put us to death once, if the Most High permit. But that's about it. The Most High can bring you back and keep you in the flesh, in torment, yeah. That's more, terror. I'm terrifying. As written say, we, no, I'm about to let me see if we can just get it real quick. Book of Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 5 and 11. It says, knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto Yahweh, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciences, as written up top. Knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Yeah, so we know the terror of the Lord. We know so the Most High capable of doing anything He want, while men are limited. He will limit. Man can nothing unless the Most High make them do it. That's why an idea can fear go back to the Most High. So who should we fear or trust in the times to come? Yahweh Shem Yoshai, the one that's bringing destruction, the one that's making men do, whatever thing be done on the earth as is written. Let's get this in the book of Psalms 17. Psalm 17 and 13 says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord Yahweh Shai, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. Yeah. So men basically at the hands of the Most High, because the Most High come off and show through the things like that now. Of men on the face of the earth are spirits even moving men to do things. So who to fear? The orchestrator, the person behind everything, the spirit behind everything, Yahweh. Hashem Yahushai. It's that simple. So spirits must have to keep the fear of him on us. Right? And that will keep us in the time to come. Right? I said back to the Isaiah says what? Wisdom and knowledge. Let's get it back. About the knowledge now. Let me go back and say what the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Isaiah 33 verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So the knowledge we have, we can even make better choices. Let the people go and take the brainship, and the handship, thinking that as is written to seek to save their life and try to save them skin. But only Revelation 16, I got 1 to 3, Revelation 14, verse 9 and 10, of a manifest here, being destroyed that receive that mark. Which says what? It says, and the strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Right? Sirach 121, where the fear of the Most High is the driver away sins, and knowing the fear, the terror of the Lord, and not having that healthy fear of him, guess where to keep us on the right track. You can make better decisions, knowing, say, alright, see if you're going to see that you're going to bust your ass. First one rule, if you know shit. We make better decisions. They're not going to keep us the time to come here, right? From basically fear Esau at that. Because we're going to fear more the Most High or Esau. You look by Esau, they're lovely today, and so. Alright. Sometimes I watch like some fighting movies, and it's like a man might go fight someone in one ring. Big man, weak offense. Girl, can see shots, so sorry, I'm lead that one. But there's some VO thick man over here, so fighting. Right? And not even comparing the most of these cards, not comparable. Right, but we look on his hey yo. You see me? Come on, boy, put them up. You see me? Right, take my deal more than, content with the most high. And that's knowledge. When hey, we're gonna do a shot for box with God, and not gonna work. So let's fear him. Let's fear our worship Yoshai than men. Right? And he promised to actually keep us. A part of what the comfort in. Whereas if we choose his ways, right, him will keep us in the time to come. Because he's the only one that can actually. 2 Ezra 16, start 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. So some people go into the chip, right? Receive the mass. I try to receive the mass. And he says what? And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach, and trodden on the foot. Just like who take the chip. Not the chip really. But the serpent used him shame. And fucked up. He says, for there shall be in every place, and in the cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So ye shall go make a move. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoil and destroy those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, that behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I'll deliver you from the same. Be not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord. Yahweh, Hashem Shai, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Right, so there's a promise. So the Most High going to deliver us, yo, as will be a part of the elect. So hold on to that. And that was a faith, yeah, because when I look on the world, I was to say, yo, this not going away. This not habitable. You know, as it's written, if the Most High in a short in the days, yo, there should be no flesh to be saved. That's how horrible this place is, yo. And the predicament that we're in. That if them days in a short, yo, that's it for life. So the Most High see it, you know, where he see it fit where he is gonna cut them days short so he can deliver his elect. So we look at that, yo, it's alright then. You know, the Most High give you faith still ultimately is written the fear we have, which is a gift. Alright, for trust into Yahweh Hashem Yoshai than this deteriorating world. No brainer. You know? And so that's the hope we have here. Keep us firm. Let's get this real quick and then we'll close with Psalms. Let me get Job. This is Job. So okay. Job 5, 17 says, behold, happy is the man whom Yahweh corrected. Therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty. So even during to the time of that deliverance, the hell will go through is form of correction as well. And once they mold us into, you know, as basically as is as precept I quote with it as well. Precious metals, you know, meat for the master's use. I say we are being purged. Yes, which is through the furnace of affliction. It says verse 18, it says, for he make it sore and bind it up, he wounded, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Is I think what's the hell maybe a little mark. I'm not sure if I'm brother yet. For the precept here, you know, in a minute now, bring it out either. But you know, certainly how we go through currently, right? While we see the world, you know, gallivant and continued madness. This is 1 Corinthians 11 verse 31. So as it says, for if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But when we are judged, we are we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. So it's like they get the first link. So when the destruction will come, immediately will get protected. You already get the beat, you already do it if you do. Right? So back to Job 5 verse 19. It says, He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in the war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh, because Jehovah Shemel shall be your guide. He said that destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stone of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Alright, and that's the hope we have. So the Most High going to protect us. And close with Psalms 91 and 1. It says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, that's his truth, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. It says, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. So even when the disease them break close, a lot of people going to get terrified, and that's why enough people going to shake up, and especially the famine, them go around the east have to feed them. Right, it says, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So when you sleep, I drop left, right, and center. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thine habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name, which name is what yet? Jehovah Shemel Shai. Said, He shall call upon me, and I'll answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. So hope is in who? Jehovah Shemel Shai, to be your guide, to be your help in the times, now and even more so in the time to come. When, for example, the chip as is written, when that make mandatory, no man shall buy or sell, save his either at the mark. Guess who go have to trust to? Trust in Yahweh Shemel Shai. Now I have jobs like regular anymore, or just work visa and get little shekels to go buy food or whatever. Don't be strictly in Yahweh Shemel Shai. So in Psalms 10, no, Isaiah, Isaiah 10 and 20, 21 says the remnant shall no longer stay upon him, not smote them. On Yahweh Shemel Shai. So you can look to Yahweh Shemel Shai for help. Right, so hope this edifying and comforting unto you like out there. Giving all praise to poor Yahweh Shemel Shai, Hashem Crash. The one to elders and apostles of great milestone. Shalom to the full leg. Shalom.